about the 5 things that I don't care about as a strength and nutrition coach for women and what we can do instead. Okay, so number 1, the first and foremost thing is I absolutely do not care if you are incredibly sweaty and totally spent, like crawling out of here spent after a workout. That is never the goal of any workout with me. What I like to look at workouts instead are, did we lift to failure? Were those lifts addressing goals and possible symptoms that we're trying to heal? And do you actually feel better leaving the gym than when you got here? Okay, so again, if that means that you don't wind up a sweaty mess and you're not crawling out of here, that's okay. As long as we actually targeted the things that you are seeing me for, whether that's leaking, diastasis, pain, or just trying to get fit and want to work out with a trainer, okay? That's what I care about instead. Number 2, I do not care about how you track your food. I don't care if you're counting macros. I don't care if you're counting calories. I don't care if you're just going by intuitive eating. Whew. I don't know why that was such a struggle today, but I don't care about those things. What I care about when it comes to your nutrition is, how are you looking at the food that you're eating? Meaning, I want you to be looking at food as, is this good fuel? Is this just something I enjoy and maybe isn't helping my fuel or my goals? Plain and simple. Food is not a punishment or a reward. You don't get to eat because you worked out. You don't work out because you ate bad, okay? Food is not inherently good or bad. There is more nutrient dense, less nutrient dense, or better fuel, not so good fuel, but it is not inherently bad or good, right? If you look up the definition of bad or good, food cannot fit into those definitions. So we need to ditch how we're speaking about, how we're thinking about, how we're treating food, especially if you have kids who are watching you, okay? Number 3, I do not care if whatever workout worked or didn't work for your neighbor or your bestie. What I care about is that you are willing to try, that you understand and learn that neighbor or bestie have different bodies and different needs, and that might be why it didn't work for them. So you may not be somebody, like for example, pelvic floor PT didn't work for me, but I don't know if I just didn't find the right PT for myself, and I still recommend it to every single one of my clients because it can be helpful. So don't give up just because neighbor or bestie didn't have success, okay? I do not care if you have the most respected, highest qualified, best expert in the entire world giving you your training program. If you don't like them, if your personalities clash, if you don't get along, you will not be successful. So for me, it's important that if I work with a client who maybe we're not getting along, I'm actually not gonna force the issue just so I can keep making money. I'm gonna help that person find a better fit, because ultimately I'm in this business because I want people to be successful. And if you can't be successful with me, I'm gonna help you be successful with somebody else, because that's what I want. I want everybody to feel pain-free, to heal their symptoms and everything. So making sure that you have the right professional to help you is so important, okay? And then finally for me, the last one that I do not care about is if your goal is weight loss. Now, what I do care about really is that we reframe what that weight loss looks like, okay? I would love for you to help you lose fat, but also build that muscle. And that might equate to the number on the scale not changing at all, because muscle weighs more than fat. But I would like you to have that better, healthy body composition that we think about when we hear the term weight loss. Although we're not putting it into those words, we're using the words weight loss, right? So what's important for me is making sure that you understand how important it is to build and grow the muscle that will help you lose that body fat and make you feel better in your own skin, both aesthetically and physically, working around the house, day-to-day activities, and really making sure that we can support the longevity of our life, okay? So again, real quick recap, the 5 things that I do not care about. I do not care about the sweaty, spent workouts. I do not care about if workouts worked for neighbor and bestie, as long as you are willing to still try them. I do not care about how you count your calories, watch your food. I care more about how you speak about food, especially in front of children. I do not care if you have the most proficient, best expert in the entire world that money could buy. If you're unhappy, you will not be successful. And lastly, I do not care if your goal is to lose weight. Instead, I care about looking at what it truly means, what that really looks like for you, and if we can reach those goals by adding muscle and helping build a good, strong life ahead of you. Let me know if you have any questions. Tell me which one resonated with you the most. I'm so curious to see if any of these hit home, and I will see you guys all very soon.